Yeah, Mike, but let me tell you, Canelo Crawford.
Oh, that's going to be interesting because I would like to see Crawford do it. I can't see. Listen.
Huh? Crawford. I'm not hesitating, Crawford. I'm not even hesitating.
After Terence Crawford dismantled Canelo Alvarez in September, many expected the boxing world to have a clear consensus on what comes next. Yet one voice stayed unusually quiet. Mike Tyson, who originally bet against Crawford, has finally spoken, and what he said about a potential rematch isn't just an opinion. It's a stark warning that could reshape the sport. Tyson has flipped the narrative entirely, moving past size and weight classes to highlight a harsh reality that Canelo refuses to face. While Alvarez chases a revenge clause that may not even exist, Tyson sees a bigger picture and a trap forming. Rewind to August 2025, just weeks before the historic fight. And Tyson was among the loudest voices claiming Crawford had bitten off more than he could chew. Acknowledging Crawford's skill, but insisting that physics were on Canelo's side, he was bigger, stronger, and more durable on paper, Tyson argued. Crawford didn't stand a chance.
About Terence Crawford calling out Canelo.
You know, I don't like that fight.
Why not?
I don't like that fight. It's just too much weight, you know. And he had a close fight with the last guy he fought, Terence, because this guy was big and he was awkward. He was really awkward. He shouldn't have fought that guy. He should have fought a guy that would just come straight at him. The guy was too awkward.
He's hurting, jerking.
It's tricky. I want Crawford to win, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. You know, I would like for that to happen, but this guy's a hard puncher. He's a smart fighter. He can move. I'm just curious. I just want to see it. I want to be there and see it. Because listen, there's been upsets like that before. You know, Henry Armstrong, 124 pounds, he beat the 146-pound champ. So, you know, you never know. Anything can happen when two men are in a ring or in a basketball court. Anything can happen.
But that narrative has been shattered. Mike Tyson admitted bluntly and without hesitation that he got it wrong, completely overturning his previous belief that Canelo's size and strength would make Crawford's challenge impossible.
Canelo's still, he's not really out of his peak yet. He's still good. He's not washed up.
He's really good. He's not washed up. No. But Bud Crawford is... I don't think Crawford gonna lose. Like, I might be... But I lost a lot. I bet a lot on you, right, Tyson? Yo, listen. It ain't about losing, it's just his skill. See, the thing is with me, this is what I explained the other day on the podcast, right?
The only thing, the boxing people don't know more. The only thing they know is how much the guy runs and trains. But when they come in 2 men in the ring, anything can happen. I don't care what, anything can happen.
This isn't a simple change of heart. Tyson's shift on weight classes shows he sees September's result as a true paradigm shift. And he's convinced a rematch would only end in an even more decisive defeat for Canelo.
But I don't think that's a good idea.
Why?
I just don't think it's a good idea. You know, I don't think, what would he have? I don't know. I just don't think it's a good idea. People have done things crazy like that before. It's just that he doesn't have to do it. He doesn't have to do it.
Don't try to seek revenge versus Terence "Bud" Crawford. There's a saying that whatever goes up must come down. And ladies and gentlemen, Canelo Alvarez, I've been trying to warn Canelo Alvarez, do not make the same mistake that Roy Jones Jr., my favorite fighter at the time, made. There was nothing left to prove. He went out there, became the heavyweight champion of the world, came right back down, fought Antonio Tarver, controversial victory, nothing left to prove, should have retired right there. He fought him again, knocked out. Then fought Glenn Johnson, knocked out, just got worse. Never got better after that. Canelo Alvarez, you're not mentally prepared. Canelo Alvarez, Mayweather took your O, Dimitri Bivol took your heart, Terence "Bud" Crawford took your soul. In a rematch, Bud Crawford will knock you out. If you fight anybody.
For while Tyson is sounding the alarm, Canelo Alvarez seems to be in a completely different reality. Just days ago, Mexican superstar appeared on TV at Tech Studios and dropped a bombshell, despite his brutal September loss and a surgically repaired elbow. Negotiations for a rematch are already underway. What's striking is that Canelo isn't seeking the fight because he admits defeat. He genuinely believes the first bout was closer than most think.
Into 9-3. I've got it 9-3.
The scoring was diabolical. The best, absolute best case scenario is
8-4.
Is that 8-4.
Yeah.
And even that didn't happen. 7-5 absolutely didn't happen. The judging, as I've said, and this winds me up. I know that the right man's won, so I should just be in a celebratory mode.
Yeah.
But I said in the predictions, Crawford will win this fight, but Canelo will get the decision, and they tried.
No, but it's by the by now because he's a unanimous points decision victor. Everybody here knows he won. Everybody, you felt the arena go quiet for Canelo from round 8 onwards, and you felt the noise for the Crawford supporters in there. There will always be problems with judging.
Reports from Mexico suggest Canelo is ignoring the no rematch reality, using his massive leverage to push for a second bout in mid-2026, convinced that an injury-free camp would change the outcome. The problem with Canelo, sidelined until at least the second quarter of 2026. He's essentially asking Terence Crawford to wait on the shelf for months.
Generations GOAT, in my humble opinion, right? Usyk is the only one who comes close. Beat a lot of great heavyweight. We tend to, and we should, see lighter guys as more technical than heavyweights. Like the greatest heavyweight of all time isn't as technical as the greatest welterweight of all time. Lighter weights can do more stuff. So when I look at the GOAT conversation, I usually, every now and then there's an Ali or there's a heavyweight where you go, oh, that guy is pound for pound great. And Usyk, we have one right now that's a pound for pound great. Also a lighter heavyweight. Post Mayweather, I think Crawford is the #1 pound for pound fighter in the world. I think Terence Crawford is that guy 100%.
The second half of the fight put an emphasis on the fact that Bud was in fact outboxing him in the first half of the fight. It is one of the biggest wins in boxing history. And now let Uncle Max gather around, children, and I will explain this. This is the situation, guys. No one has ever been a 4-division champion in boxing. Not a real one. Oh, Pacquiao won 8 and Oscar De La Hoya won 11 and this one won 15. No, I'm talking about Ring Magazine champ or lineal champ. You are the champion of that division.
Get 'em all.
Forever, the record was 3 by Henry Armstrong. Manny Pacquiao was the first dude to really win 4. Floyd gets credit for 4 for beating Canelo, but that wasn't at the junior middleweight limit. I don't count that. I don't count that. Terence Crawford just joined Manny Pacquiao as the only legit 4-division champion in the history.
Terence Crawford, however, isn't the type to sit around waiting for a paycheck. While Canelo plays politics in Mexico, Crawford has already set his sights on a new, arguably more dangerous target. In a video that went viral, he was seen ringside, staring into the camera with a chilling message for unified middleweight champion Janibek Alam Kenyuli. I got my eyes on you. Good luck. This isn't mere trash talk. It's a calculated hunt. Crawford, aiming to become a 6-weight world champion, has identified Janibek, the Kazakh-style boogeyman of the 160-pound division, as his next challenge. By calling him out, Crawford is doing what Canelo avoided for years, running toward danger and signaling his plan to dominate the middleweight division while Canelo recovers.
And I would bet money on this. Canelo went over to Crawford and he said, good fight, let's do it again.
Yeah.
And you could see the way that Crawford nodded to him and as if to say, yeah.
I'm on box rec and at super middleweight right now, there's no one there. Look, other than Hamza Shiraz, it don't mean much. Jamal Charlo.
Eubank Jr., I told you, man.
Eubank Jr.
Good money. Good money.
Man. Would he fight Charlo out of frustration? No, but he don't have to.
No disrespect, right?
Made good numbers.
But Eubank Jr. is only really big in this country. It's not big in America.
He's a middleweight.
Crawford is now massive in America.
Yeah, but there's no one there. The biggest fight is Canelo.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense for Crawford to face Eubank Jr.
But what I'm saying is,
if you're Terence Crawford, you probably wouldn't even get motivated to fight Chris Eubank.
Money, though.
Just
who else is he going to fight?
Chris Eubank Jr. has got business with Conor Ben anyway.
Let them crack on with that.
Yeah.
But money-wise, I'm saying if he could not fight Canelo, that is the only other fight that makes sense money-wise.
Lara.
I said if.
No. Carlos Adames, Aaron McKenna. I mean, these guys don't mean there's nothing there, bro.
It's money fight.
You retire rather than fight.
If not, he would have fought Boots if it was anything else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just think if Canelo was using the jab effectively, hard, the guy wouldn't have been able to come in because the guy was coming in because he wasn't worried about Canelo's jab. So he got more aggressive and he got brave. If he's not jabbing, he has no defense. If he's not going to jab, the guy's going to walk right in on him like he did. Next fight, use your jab.
This is a nightmare scenario for Canelo's team. If Crawford moves up to 160 and defeats a monster like Janibek, his legacy becomes untouchable. Not just a money fight, but a resume that rivals the greatest of all time. Janibek poses a unique threat, a southpaw with crushing power and an awkward style that destroys careers. For Crawford to willingly step into that fire shows he isn't chasing checks. He's chasing greatness.
Crawford as well. Yeah. A lot going on with him at the moment. No one knows his next move.
Right.
What would you like his next move to be?
I think he should go down and win a title at 160 because he won at 47, 40, 54, 68. Go get 60 and you closed it out. That's fine.
Yeah. Would you like to see a rematch with Canelo?
Not really.
Okay. What about Canelo, I guess? What would you like to see?
I don't know. Canelo can do anything he wants to. He's done so much already. There's really not much left for him to do. So it's really, I think Canelo probably could either take the rematch or close the door because Canelo's done way more than that.
Yeah.
Do you see any of those guys, maybe particularly Janibek because he's had 3 belts, do you see him as a real threat to Terence Crawford?
Janibek is a tough guy, but he doesn't fight enough. He's not fighting enough. You gotta on those skills. I love how he fights. He's big. He's strong. He's precise. And I think he might be going to 168. So with all of that being said, hey, listen, we got some things on the table that could really pan out to be fantastic fights.
Do you think that Janibek would be Crawford's toughest fight? Like tougher than Canelo, tougher than a few of those other guys?
I believe he honestly could be, and I think that he is big, strong, and poised.
Terence Crawford now faces 3 very different doors, with the world watching which he'll choose. Behind door 1 is Canelo Alvarez, a $100 million payday in global spotlight. Plus a chance to embarrass the Mexican icon again, but waiting until 2026 risks ring rust and precious time for a fighter in his late 30s.
Rematch, or would the fight be the same? Would it ultimately end up the same way?
I don't know. It's up to those 2 guys. They want to do a rematch. Do a rematch. If not, keep it moving.
Would you watch it or not any real interest?
I'm pretty sure I'd watch it. If they did it again, I'm pretty sure I would.
He's still a great of the sport. He took a loss and then bounced back.
You think he should go for the immediate rematch?
Nah.
Behind door 2 is Janibek Alam Canolia, high-stakes legacy fight. Crawford has a chance to make history, becoming a champion in a 4th or 6th weight class. But it's dangerous and lower paying, facing a prime killer determined to take him out.
Question: if Crawford was to go down there, beat Janibek, beat Carlos Adames, become an unprecedented 4th division undisputed champion, where exactly would that put him in history?
Right up there with the very best. Honestly, right up there with the very best. My thing is that it's the fights are definitely in a different caliber. My favorite all-time fighter will be and shall always be Sugar Ray Robinson. And he was just an amazing fighter. I don't think that there'll ever be anybody to eclipse what he did.
Got it.
Not even for the fact of because he lost. Back in the days, you had to fight hard, so that's why you lost. This is a different time now. It's a different time, but Terence is definitely right there. I'm very proud of him, and I think that he is in the heyday of his career, so he needs to, of course, maximize his potential, fight the right fights, control the right environment, and he's on his way to the Hall of Fame, without a doubt.
Door 3 is Jiren Boots Enos. It's the young lion, a purist's dream, the classic passing of Oder Chorch fight. But insiders, including voices from the UK scene, warn it may carry the highest risk and lowest reward. Beating Boots proves Crawford is still elite, but losing would instantly shatter the myth.
Terence Crawford, if the fight was Terence Crawford realistic, you think, or they're just like, nah, it's not gonna happen?
Of course it's not gonna happen. Listen, my man TC did the unthinkable, the unbelievable, the unimaginable. He knocked off Canelo from 3 weight classes below. And I'm TC all the way.
But if he doesn't decide to retire, sticks around, maybe tries to fully unify 160, is there a world where you could see Jaron Ennis and Terence getting it on because there's just so much attention for it?
Well, I think it's attention, but Terence is on another level right now. I mean, he's on another level.
When you say another level, do you mean like marketability wise, name wise, or you mean talent wise?
All the above. All the above.
So he's a notch or two above Jaron even.
Exactly. Boots has to get there. He's not there yet.
Mike Tyson's warning was just the beginning. The reality is that Terence Crawford has outgrown Canelo Alvarez, with options that are dangerous, historic, and far more exciting than a rematch with a wounded former champion.
Not sit there and tell me that there is a more marketable fight out there for both these guys than running it back once again. Your plan to have him drop down to 160 and fight Erislandy Lara is stupid. Canelo Alvarez is not going to move up to fight David Benavidez now at 175. There's nowhere to go. Like, Crawford could still try to conquer 160, but who is putting up real money for that? Canelo has already cleaned out the 168-pound division. Besides Terence Crawford, where else is he going to go? I just think the more time passes, the more we get away from the outcome of this fight, that's when people are going to start to realize that doing it one more time is in the best interest of both these guys. And for boxing, by the way, because that's another big event that you could put on the calendar.
You're pretty stupid for a smart guy, especially when it comes to...
Canelo may be voicing his desires to Mexican TV networks, but Crawford is negotiating with history. While the rematch clause makes it hard to ignore the call-out, it's ultimately Crawford's decision when and where to give Canelo a rematch. The question is simple. Does Terence Crawford still need Canelo? Or should he cement his legacy as the greatest fighter of the 21st century by taking on the middleweight monster Janibek? That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell, and share your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you next time.